back once again here in Lithuania, Vilnius, and we having International Scaffolders Championship. International events here in Lithuania, Vilnius. We are very pleased for our audience live, and we having here co-founder of KEWAZO, Sebastian Weitzel. Thanks for having me once again. We're having a great time. We spectate all those team performances. Some teams just punch through the challenge. Some teams just struggle. A few teams just finish their structure and take a rest right now, but some of them are just finishing the process. So we going into round two, but I want to inform the spectators and the viewers and let them know about more about the KEWAZO and innovational technique and lift bot, which saves your back, saves your health, and saves your money, I guess so. So it's a lot of beneficial things about KEWAZO, so that's why we talking with co-founder of KEWAZO, Sebastian Weitzel. A couple questions, Sebastian. So lift bot is available in most European countries, right?
Yes, that's right. So we're actually operating Europe-wide at the moment. We have a lot of customers in the UK, for example. At the moment, we're very busy in Sweden as well. And then obviously, you know, actually, yeah, all of Europe, for sure.
All right, and probably the rest of the world in a few years' time, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about LiftBot and the technical parameters? How does it weight? How much can it lift and so on?
Sure, so each component can be taken apart, and each of the components can be carried by 2 people each, which is very important. And the liftboat moves with 42 meters per minute, which is about 4 times faster than other hoists that are available in the market. And we're moving 100 kilograms per lift, which happens very fast and automatic, so that it keeps people busy for about 3 to 5 minutes up there, so the bottom guys can prepare more material and then send it up again.
So the lift part is to take a smaller part of the weight, but move it faster on the rails, right? Neither to take a heavy load and lift it slowly, right?
Yeah, that's it. It's exactly correct, yeah.
Okay, cool. You mentioned that your innovation will be probably must go in this industry. What do you think it will be expand rapidly in how many years, how many months even?
Yeah, so at the moment we're working mostly with customers who are interested in finding new technologies and you know, generating more gains in terms of safety, in terms of monetary gains, saving some man hours on jobs. I think that it will expand more within the next about 2 years, probably. And we will also go to additional countries within the next year. So it will not stay only in Europe, but we will also go to the US, for example, to more countries.
A very interesting question I think for audience as well. What's the price of your German engineering miracle?
Right, yeah. So we always work with the customer in a way that we first see what kind of value this brings for them. So we test it during some weeks, and we actually see how much money can they generate using LiftBot. And it turns out that most customers actually can find about 1,000 euros per day or so they can generate using LiftBot. And then once we find that, we could go more into a discussion, what are the prices and how everything works. But up front, it doesn't really make so much sense to talk about the prices. It's most about the value. Yeah.
Okay, and besides the hour savings and what the main advantages for Ultra Service Benelux, for example, and other countries, other companies, the biggest advantage is quite huge, you mentioned before. But for those who are just joined us just recently, just mention the KEWAZO beneficial parts once again.
Sure. So liftboard is a lift that you can use when there is no hoist available, for example. You just use liftboard because it's very simple to deploy. You don't really have to organize anything. It's battery powered and small, so people can carry it. So you can deploy it in many projects. And with large industrial service providers, we started working already in like 2017, 2018 with Bilfinger Arnold in Germany, and then we expanded in the UK to Alfred UK, Bilfinger UK, and then also to the Benelux region, where Altrad Benelux also bought a unit. So we're working with all these industrial service providers already since quite a long time, and they're kind of introducing it to each other. So we're working with a lot of them by now. Yeah.
And what kind of projects turned out to be the most promising setup?
Right, so for example, tanks work very well. It's kind of industrial tank projects, but really anything that would be above maybe 8 to 10 meters height, and where you wouldn't really have a hoist on site, that's where you use liftboard, honestly. It's going to be more productive using liftboard there. Yeah.
I think you will be a great innovator. You already are. Thanks, KEWAZO, for supporting this international event. And probably we will know more information, and we deliver more information about KEWAZO and its miracles and saving the scaffolders' health, saving money for the companies, and all beneficial things about KEWAZO we'll discuss a bit later on. Let's continue and just watch how it's going on the fields.